Hello, I'm IBX and welcome to QnA Saturday. If you're wondering, QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a particular subject. In this case, Title Update 23, the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. And I'm taking questions from last week's video. So if you want to ask questions for next week's Q&A, which is going to be a variety / personal Q&A, so if you want to ask questions from, I don't know, how tall I am to what my favourite type of breakfast is, you can ask that in the comments down below on this video. But in this video, like I said, Title Update 23, all the questions you guys have asked. So like the video if you do like it, it would be very appreciated. Helps out the channel a lot, like I say at the start of every video. And yeah, let's get straight into it. The first question, shall we? Which actually comes in from XX_X Scorpion X_XX. Pretty hard to say name there. But he asks, hashtag Q&A, will we get armor stands? And this is a question I've had so much, and I'm not just ignoring it. I'm not just saying, it's not a question worth answering. But basically this question, as well as like, will we be getting new enchanting? All these sorts of questions about 1.8, I can't properly answer because armor stands, slime blocks, new enchanting, a bunch of stuff, mutton for instance, they all came in with 1.8 on the PC, and we don't entirely know what the next update on console will actually be just yet. So it could include 1.8 for PC, that'd be pretty cool, and that stuff could be coming, but unfortunately, like all the things I just mentioned, once again, we can't confirm they're coming in the next update, and there's not really too much we can say until 4J Studios have said something. So all that sort of stuff might be coming, but unfortunately, like I said, there's not too much I can say about it. So yeah, just everyone who's asking for 1.8 features, I'm sorry I can't say more about it, but that's all I can say about this question. So thank you for that one. Let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Respawn Despawn, who asks, hashtag Q&A, hashtag TU23, hashtag ToyCatRules. Will we have custom texture packs or custom skins and llamas rule the world? Lol. So first of all, I'll break this down. Will we ever have custom texture packs? It's basically no, because we were gonna have PC texture packs at one point, but even that deal fell through. And making your own, texture packs on console is next to impossible, and very few people would even be able to do it, even if they did put the ability there. So it'd be a lot of work for very few people to do it, and custom skins are apparently the reason they've said, and I don't entirely agree with this, but what they've said is they won't do custom skins on console because of copyright issues. I think that's a really hazy thing, because although they are making skin packs, they are getting the copyright for it, so you see Star Wars skin packs and stuff. I do think there's a little bit, of it that's like, we could give them custom skins, but then they wouldn't buy ours. So we're probably not getting custom we're probably not getting custom skins ever. Custom texture packs are almost definitely no, and yes, llamas are pretty cool, and they do rule the world, indeed. So, yeah, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from the Golden Hoe, a very unique item. You don't actually see that often in Minecraft, and he asks, hashtag Q&A, will all 11 new biomes be able to support / fit in the old-gen classic worlds in 1.7? So, first of all, there's something like 38 new biomes, not just 11, like there's 11 main biomes, but they split up in 38, and the simple answer to this is no. This is a question that I'm really intrigued about. I think they must be having the same, question behind closed door, because basically the new update, the update that changed the world, at the very least, it brings in a bunch of new biomes, and to fit that in a, old-gen world is going to be very difficult. So, the way I think they're even going to do it, they might introduce a small biomes option, so you can have, smaller biomes than average, because there's a large biomes option on PC right now. It might make sense for them to make a small biomes for console, because otherwise, it's like physically impossible to have all the biomes in one world. Right now, it's difficult, the number we have right now, but it will literally be impossible once they introduce this. So, for you to be able to just have one world do all your stuff in it, they might have to introduce a new biome type. Maybe they'll have some other workaround. Maybe they might even increase the world size for that. I think the most likely option is the new option, like I said. But yeah, with the new update, getting all the biomes in one world is going to be a near impossibility. I'm going to try anyway for Seed Sunday. But yeah, the solution to this at the moment will probably just be make multiple worlds, which isn't a very good solution. So hopefully they do work out something with the update, because most people are still playing on the 360 where they don't have options to have a bigger world. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. They're going to work on something, we just don't know entirely what, and hopefully they do work on something good. But yeah, next question comes in from Terry Bob, and this is a more simple question to answer. Will there ever be infinite worlds? And the simple answer to this question is, with the current restrictions on console storage size, we can't have infinite worlds on either console. However, with Minecraft Realms, if they ever introduce a server-based system, then infinite worlds are technically a possibility, because it wouldn't be using Microsoft's, file size. They could use, the file size in the cloud. So I think it's a possibility if Realms ever comes out. I'm not sure if they know that's a possibility, or if they actually will implement it, but I think that would be really cool. So infinite worlds, probably not happening, but if realms come out, it's a definite possibility on the cards. I mentioned that more in a video where I spoke about that, but yeah, let's move on to the next question, which is from Mr. T. I assume it's the real Mr. T. I hope so anyway, and he asks, hashtag Q&A, will we get zombies and skeleton horses in Minecraft? Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. And the answer to this question is, unfortunately, on the PC, they put the zombie and the skeleton horse in there, but they never used them. I think that means it's very unlikely we'll get them on the console, but they could be one of the few features that eventually comes in either a mod pack, because, you know, new mobs would be one of the big things to come in a new mod pack, or it could be something they add as like an exclusive feature for the console, because there's a lot of features sitting in the game code right now for PC that the PC's not properly using. Maybe 4J Studios decide they'd be a good fit for the console, because I think with the amount of love for horses on consoles, I think having the two brand new, horse types in there as rare horses would be pretty cool personally, but that's just me. So, unlikely again, but it's definitely a possibility for the future. So, moving on to the next question, which comes in from Kadobra123, who asks, hashtag Q&A, would you rather see mods or console exclusive features? And this is a fun question, because the way they're describing mods, the way they describe they would be doing mods, where it's like kind of a mod pack, you download that whole thing, and they charge for it, and they make it themselves, it's kind of like a console exclusive feature, because it wouldn't be a PC mod. It would be a console, like, kind of exclusive mod. So, they're kind of the same thing when you think about it, mods and console exclusive features, but the big key difference that makes me say console exclusive features would probably be the fact that console exclusive features would come for free, whereas mods would probably cost money. So, I'm going to say a console exclusive feature. Speaking of which, by the way, just to throw this one out there, because I've been thinking about this one a lot, I think a really cool new idea for like a mod or, exclusive features would be new mobs for the consoles. Because, if you alter the biomes on the consoles, that changes the game entirely from PC, which might not be desirable. But if you just add new mobs in there, like, a llama, like they hinted, that'd be a really cool thing where it's just like, you can ride around slightly slower and also share wall. It'd just be a nice combination of two mods, and I think new mobs on the console it's an idea I've had in my head, but I think, having the ability to have new stuff in there, especially since 4J Studios have even hinted at llamas before, I think it's a cool possibility for the future. So, yeah, that's just my opinion quickly here. I think new mobs will probably be coming in some form of mod or, exclusive feature pack at some point in the future. Just throwing my opinion out there. So, next question comes in from Freddie Freeman, who asks, will there be water-breathing potions in TU23? The answer to this one is 99% yes, because we know TU23 is almost definitely just 1.7 features, and maybe some others from other updates, so water-breathing potions did come in 1.7, meaning TU23 equals water-breathing potions, which is pretty cool, pretty awesome. So, next question comes in from Pellet Javekit. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce foreign names very well, it seems. And he asks, is there going to be new achievements? And unfortunately, on the Xbox 360 and PS3, there's definitely not going to be new achievements, unless there's, downloadable content like mods. And on the Xbox One and PS4, it's the same kind of situation. So, yeah, that's the answer to this one. Is there going to be new achievements? It doesn't look like it right now. So next question comes in from Ben Richardson, who asks, hashtag Q&A, will be allowed to change game mode in TU23? This is something I can't imagine they won't add, so I imagine they'll add it in TU23, because a lot of people, especially on the Minecraft 360 subreddit and in my comments, have been complaining that they can't change game mode anymore, and it's literally a feature they removed, even though it was a bug, and it proved they can do it, it proved it's easy, and they're just choosing not to. So changing game mode in-game will likely be coming in TU23. They might have to iron out some issues, like, do you make it for one person or for the whole game? So, yeah, I guess they'll have to work on that. But yeah, changing game mode likely is coming at some point, because so many people have complained about it, it would only make sense. So, final question we have here today comes in from 1977 Music 43. Who actually asks, learn how to pronounce acacia. Yeah, I call it acacia, please. And I'll be honest on this one, I am awful when it comes to this word, because I'll admit that I've been spelling it wrong the whole time. I think I've been spelling it like A-C-A-I-A, maybe? And on top of spelling it wrong, I'm pronouncing it off my bad spelling. So I've been calling it acacia, even though there's clearly that second C in there that I'm just ignoring. So, let's just do a quick Google search right now. Acacia pronunciation, and let's see how this is done then. So, it's actually pronounced acacia, as it Acacia. So it's actually the acacia tree that is coming with the next update entitled Update 23. So I just learned something new. Hopefully some of you did, and it's not just me being an idiot. But I've never heard of the acacia tree in real life, but I guess it's like a savanna type tree. It looks pretty cool from the pictures I'm seeing. Let's look up some pictures right now. But yeah, it's looking like a pretty cool tree from what I can see so far. Yeah, the acacia tree is the acacia tree, not the acacia tree. I'm sorry for misleading you. I'm just lazy with pronunciations sometimes, and this was one of those times. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do like it if you did like it, and share it if you really liked it, and also subscribe if you're new around here. I do Q&A Saturday every week, even though next week's is going to be personal/variety, and I also do a bunch of other videos on Minecraft console that I'm sure you'll like if you play Minecraft console. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.